Hello, fam. I'm ATIF, and this is Nightlife Fire. And this is Nightlife Fire. Hello, world. Again, thank you for joining us for the first episode of Nightlife Fire. I'm ATIF, a Baltimore promoter who started back in around 2011. I started promoting just to have something different to do. Started off as just doing something for fun. Had no clue what I was doing. Me and a few other people that I knew got together and started throwing parties. And then as it went along, I started to like doing parties, like seeing people party and enjoying themselves, and also liking the money that I was making from the events. As time went on, I started getting advice from other promoters, some who are here today as a guest on the show. Then I gradually got better at what I was doing. Events got bigger, and I fell in love with doing nightlife in Baltimore. As this show go on and grow, you'll learn more about ATIF and about Nightlife Fire. So today, my first guest on the show is our two promoters, the CEO Skip. The only time I'm gonna call this guy is the handsome one. That's a name. That's a name for the ladies to call him, but
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that. and a DJ Gelly. How y'all doing today, fellas?
What's going on, Tab?
All right, I'm gonna start out with Skip. Right now, you introduce yourself, the CEO. You can introduce yourself. Let everybody know about you.
All right. What's good, y'all? What's good? It's your boy Skip, Nightlife, better known as Big Skip, the CEO. I started back doing parties in like 2008. I actually started out doing security. I did a party for Jazzy at the time, and when he paid me, he never touched the box, so I felt like I'm on the wrong side of the fence,
Right.
with that hustler's background. So I gave my first party, it was a success with my then partner Joy. I gave my second one, it was a flop. Like 3 people showed up, and I was like, "What's going on? You feel me? You know what I mean?" But I enjoyed it so much, I didn't stop. To which my third party was a success. To which I'm still here today. 1,000 people at events, things like that. To which I joined with, my now two partners, Atif and Dirk, and we doing what we do. The CEO still killing them.
Awesome, man. Great to hear that. Glad you're still around. And Derek, let us know
Yes, sir.
how you got into business and everything.
You know what I mean? This was simple for me, I was just a guy that I'd always was out. I was out in the parties. I liked to dance. That was my thing. So, when I came home from when I was incarcerated, I mean, a guy pulled us in back and he wanted to do a party for us. I ain't know nothing about it because he was making a killing off of it. But we was donating all the bread to the football team or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted to
Right.
party. Somebody put me down like, man, if you throw your own party, you'll be all right. So Duck pulled me under the wing. We threw my first birthday party. Of course, it was a smash. Couple more after that. I mean, and then I jumped off on my own. Some was good, some was bad, but at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people was happy and they had fun. So, I mean, that was the main thing, and I like to do that. Plus, I like to party, so I was making money doing what I like. So that was the best part about doing it. So then, furthermore,
Right.
I laid back, met new people. You know, two of y'all on here now. When they come down to the parties, we collaborated. We made even more success. And I mean, that's why we here today. Ain't too much of that.
Exactly. That was definitely awesome. Us getting together, all three of us getting together with DJ Gully. Now you're a DJ, so you coming from a different perspective. So how did you start off? You know, and what did you like about this business?
I mean, of course, there's a different type of. I think there's a different type of feeling a promoter might get versus what a DJ gets from the nightlife aspect. Of course, I mean we all enjoy making the money. That's that goes without saying. But
Right.
you know, for me, is the music, is sharing that music, sharing the love, sharing the craft, and then what people, what a lot of people don't realize is that there's an exchange of energy. So
Mm-hmm.
the DJ is putting forth a level of energy and giving it to the crowd, and the crowd is giving it back. And when everyone is on one accord, man, it's just an experience. That's when a party becomes an experience.
Awesome. How did you start off DJing?
Um, well, I come from a family of musicians. So my dad played instruments, and I just never gravitated to an instrument. Uh, Another thing my dad did as a side hustle was DJ, but not the DJing that we're accustomed to. But I'm talking the old school, you know, stereo, hi five, and one record player, and pulpit,
Exactly.
house speakers, all that kind of stuff. So when I was about 11 or 12, I found myself gravitating towards that. And I mean, he took me to my grandmother's basement, poured about like 9 crates of disco records that he had, bought me my
Yeah, that's
first set of
definitely
turntables. Matter of fact, I bought my first set of turntables from DJ Booby. And that was
a
it. I've been
legend.
doing it since about 12.
Awesome. Again, I thank all three of y'all for being here with me. So we're gonna go straight into the topic of the day, which is a major topic, something I've been seeing on the internet throughout social media, little subliminal messages from both sides in between promoters and DJ. So we're gonna kick it off and we're gonna go in deep into this. Is there an internal beef between promoters and DJs? We're gonna start off with the promoters. Skip, what's the draw to an event? The promoters or a DJ?
Well, me personally, I actually think it's a mixture of both. It used to just be the DJ, and then it switched to the promoter. So I think it's actually a combination of both. I don't think one is any more stronger than the other. You know what I'm saying? I think like people recognize the collaboration between the two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you got a good promoter who give good events, but he got a bullshit DJ, then you're gonna lose people.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? It's just basically you got a bullshit promoter who brought 70 people, but the DJ was fire. They like shit. The party was whack, but the DJ kept that thing on point. So,
All right, so um, I do agree with Skip. However, you see
Okay.
how at the end, how at the end of his comment, you know, he said he talked about the egos, and I think that's kind of part of it. Nothing against you, Skip. I'm just kind of ribbing you there, but it is a combination of both, and I agree. I think different egos come into play, and I mean, you know, when I first got in the game, I was working with Jazzy. And one thing Jazzy always told me is that the promoter's job is to bring them in the building. The DJ job is to keep them in the building and make them want to come back. And so
Right.
I've always kind of define that being the twofold process of a party. Yeah, the promoters, they do their job. If they do their job and the DJ do his job, then you have a fire event. You really can't have one without the other, you know. So when I don't, now me personally, I don't have any necessarily beef with any promoters, but I am aware of the ongoing tension that exists between the promoters out there and the DJs as well.
Right.
But I have my own theory on why those particular things exist beyond ego.
Okay, well, what's that theory then?
Yeah, we listen.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Well, this is my take. Now, I'm a working man. Aside from DJing, I also have 2 businesses. I also have a job. I see where when I look at now, I've been in the game professionally in the Baltimore nightlife for 10 years. And when I look at the shift of parties, the promoters, and as things is kind of transcended over time, I've noticed that the type of people, the type of individuals that's promoting parties has changed. You know, you got some guys out there that all they want to do is promote parties. They don't really do nothing else. Same thing with DJs. You got DJs out here who don't want to do anything else but DJ. And not saying nothing is wrong with that, but here's what happens. You create a line of desperation. You create a line of desperation with DJs who'll take anything to do a party. You create a line of desperation with promoters who is trying to push their bottom line as far down as possible because they trying to maximize their profits on a party. And what a lot of people, in my opinion, a lot of people miss out on is that whenever you have an event, if you have an event at a club, there's 3 businesses at work: the business of the DJ, the business of the promoter, and the business of the club. If you're having it at a venue, you have the business of the promoter and the business of the DJ, and everyone has a role to play, but some of these guys out here don't understand their worth, don't understand the business of the business of even just doing business. And that goes on both sides of the coin, and I see where it creates friction.
Okay, well, let me
theory.
Okay. I see. I definitely see your point. Let me get a little input from the handsome one, Derek himself. Kind of piggybacking off of what Gully was speaking on.
I mean, pretty much he had basically said what I was going to end up saying. I mean, I've been saying from day one it always it's both together, because the promoter job is to basically, like he was saying, to get them in the building, and the DJ job is to keep them there. So if you don't, one can't really go without the other. I basically was going to say the exact same thing that he said, because I truly believe in that. But in this day of time, you got a lot of DJs thinking that they can do both. You got a lot of, and then you do have a few promoters that treat the DJs like they ain't worth nothing. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's not the same from when I first started. 'Cause when I first started, shit, we loved the DJs. Like, we still do. Right. Yes, sir.
Slide your camera over a little bit, Doc. So we can see your face. Where we can see your face.
Right.
A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more to the other way. A little bit more. You have a way, Doc. Right. Awesome.
There you go. Right there.
See it right there?
Yep. Yeah, we can see you now. Right.
My bad.
But you definitely was making some good points there. But I got another question. Do you what when you doing an event, you planning the event, what's the worth of the DJ to your event?
Like, a lot.
As far as,
a lot.
Right.
Listen, a DJ to event to me is almost basically the 100%. You know why? Because it's gonna represent me when he get there. That's my
Right.
brand. When he listen, if he's bullshit, then guess what? My event was bullshit. That's gonna linger with
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
So
that's
I
definitely
gotta
all
make
it
it
is.
so he's just as important as me.
That's true. That's true indeed. That's true
A
indeed.
lot of people don't think like that though.
Right.
But
Let me see.
let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Let me jump in real quick. Real quick. To jump on the part where Gully was like, you know, promoters be trying to meet that bottom line. You feel what I'm saying? That is true. You dig? But like Dirk said, when you got a DJ that done lit your goddamn party up, I don't want to put nobody numbers out there, but say the DJ gave you this number. Any DJ that has ever DJed for me, it was fire and shit like that. You feel me? If they was that, I made sure they was on the next one, or I even gave them more than what they asked for. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah, if you was some shit, you feel me?
I believe that's common courtesy, though. You know, like,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I definitely,
No, I
believe
definitely
that's.
go ahead.
So,
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
Tiff. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I definitely believe that's common courtesy, and that's building a bond and a better relationship, especially if you know that you making out yourself, and he got you. He basically that DJ doing a good job at your event. He basically promoted your next party because everybody they really feel like, oh man, his party was serious because DJ Gelly done killed that thing, killed that thing. So he promoted himself and he promoted your next event. So, Gelly, this might be a little tough question. What makes a DJ think that he's worth the asking price that he asked for?
I mean, that goes from DJ to DJ. Now, I know a lot of times when I come across, let's say a young DJ coming in the game, and they say, and DJs ask me, well, how much should I charge? Here's always my answer. This is what I stick by. This is what I tell them. I say, charge whatever you're comfortable with saying out your mouth, and whatever you are comfortable with walking away from. So I can walk into a party and say, hey, look, I think I'm $1,000 DJ. That don't mean y'all agree with that. That's just what I determine my worth. I mean, we're in a business where DJing is an art. So the price of artwork is determined really by the person that's buying it. That's why a lot of art is generally sold at auctions.
True.
With being a DJ, if I walk in and say, I'm telling you guys I'm $1,000 DJ, and y'all say, fuck that. We don't think you're $1,000 DJ. I gotta be. I have to be comfortable in my own skin to say, all right, well, y'all don't feel that way. I'm out because I'm not taking anything less than that. I see a lot of DJs also not understanding, and this goes back to not understanding the business. I can't charge you the same thing for a party on a Friday or Saturday night that I charge you for a happy hour. The budget ain't the same, but that's understanding business. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that has allowed me to survive and maneuver the way that I do in this business, the way that I have for so long. Is because I've always understood the business of the nightlife and been able to function with that. Like, I get it. If you say, hey, if you call me and you say, you know what, this is my budget. At that point, I have a decision to make.
Okay.
Do I want? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Next question. Do you take in consideration the size of the event, or do you even have an understanding of what the is going through on his end, like the bills that he may have and how he's trying to fit you into the event when you think of your price? I'm
Well,
actually you speak for not just you, but for all DJs.
Well, well, me personally, I can only factor that in for so much because at the end of the day, I don't know your business as well as you don't know mine. But I do try to take in consideration, like, okay, all right, well, it's going to be, um, let's for example, let's take the event. You guys just had the event at the Children's Guild, right?
Yeah, the blackout.
That's blackout. Y'all had the blackout. Now, what I would factor in is one, how much sound do I got to bring? How much, those things factor into the budget because that's extra work for me. Because at the end of the night, at everybody break bread, I'm the one that got carried the stuff out by myself. So I factor all of that in. Now, certain promoters I do have the relationship with that we have such a long-standing working relationship that I can be like, oh, well, what's the budget? Let me know what the budget is. Or I'm willing to work within their budget because we've done business for so long. But I think Go ahead.
Let me say this though, right? Let me say this though, right? Like ATIF just said, do you think some DJs look at your last event and then try to jack you for the next one? Now I know this is true personally because I've seen it done. You feel me? Like we had the white party 2 3 years ago. You feel me? Then we had the white party last year. You feel me? Like 2 3 years ago we had it with 5 people. Last year, 2 years ago, we had it with just me and ATIF and Dirk, and we banged it out the same big numbers. You feel me? To which people asked for the black party, and you saw the black party was crazy. You feel me? So when we talk to a DJ, you feel me? Like we try and put you on with the next one because we want to do something different. Boom, boom. They like, well, yeah, because I was at the blackout. Yeah, so it's gonna be this. Like they already done counted out bread before we even put it in our pocket. You feel me? Now understand, just like yourself, parties don't feed me. You feel me? They just fun for me. I like to do it, so that's why I do it. You dig? But at the same time, you can't count my bread and then be like, because they had 1,000 motherfuckers at the white one, 1,000 at the black one. You feel me? Shit, this gonna be crazy. Let me go ahead and hit them for this number, and then we say, nah, that's not what we doing, and then they got an attitude
because they forget how much money we done spent too.
Oh, I can't speak on other DJs in that regard. To me, I'm be straight up with you. I think that's fucked up business, flat out. I think it's fucked up business. I would never look at your event or the next man event and be like, okay, well, this is they gonna do it big, so I'm gonna charge them out the ass. Nah, I don't look at events like that. I gauge my events based off of what do I have to do. Your price going to be different if I just got to show up and DJ. But if I got to show up, DJ, bring sound, bring lights, I might be doing a monogram. I might be doing up lights. You know what I'm saying? Those things cost because the reality is if you wanted those for your event and I'm providing 8 separate services and you went to 8 separate people, you're going to pay them that money. So I get it. And I'm going to tell you what I run into a lot of times. I run into this issue. Somebody will be like, Gully, we want you for a party. All right. So I might give them a number, but then they'd be like, okay, well, we doing this venue. Okay, well, if you're going to do this venue, if you want to properly have sound in this venue, that's going to change because either you're going to go out and get a sound guy to make it right, or I'm going to bring extra sound, which I'm going to charge you for. So they say, okay, well, we want up lights. All right, I bring up lights. But up lights cost. Another service I'm providing. Or we want a custom monogram. And in the meanwhile, the bill is racking up. So then what happens is, now it comes off, oh, Gully want $900 to do this party. And that's not really the case. I was fine with doing the party $300, $350. You asked for all these additional services, which drove your cost up. And that's how your price changed. Now, again, I can't speak on other DJs and how they. I'm just giving you an example of how I run my business. And I believe by most accounts, and I think business wise, I have an excellent name out there in these streets, and I pride myself on doing good business with folks.
Okay, I definitely appreciate your input on that, Gully. You cleared up a lot. Both sides cleared up a lot on that issue. But I want to move to you, Derek. And since your name is the handsome one, and you've been pretty much doing events for a good minute, I want you to give me a perspective of interactions with the females at the event or leading up to the event. Let's go there, baby.
Well, oh man. See, that's on a whole nother ball game, man. You know, you got all different kinds these days, man. You know, when you leading up to an event and you known for doing events, you know, a lot of people start being more friendly than they usually be. You have those that really want to support you for all the right reasons, so they're gonna support you. Then you have those that want to be there for free for other purposes to meanwhile act like they supporting you, but they'll pay for somebody else, but they want to come for free for you. So you know, there's a whole lot of different kinds, but you know, the women is the motivation for the party, man. The women moves the tempo and the attitude of the party, period, man. I don't care what party it is. If women ain't talking about it, there's no party. If women ain't saying what they win or talking about the last party that the promoter had or whatever, yeah, it's not a party.
So when you promote, do you gear your promotion towards the women?
Absolutely. You know why? Because guess what? In this day of time, yes, men stand tall, but women is winning right now, man. Niggas will do anything for pussy. So if I charge $50 to get in the door, because I know my party is that, niggas paying that to get up in there. Now if I get some niggas in there and try to charge a woman $50 to get in there, guess what? She's still coming up in there because guess what? She bossing up. Women are the ones that's trying to do more shit than niggas these days, man. The niggas turning into the women and the women turning into the niggas. So absolutely, I'm putting my shit around them.
So, and what's your viewpoint on that, Skip?
Oh no, I absolutely agree with that shit. You feel me? I feel like niggas is complaining like we doing $20 tickets. Niggas is like $20. What I get for $20, man? But get the fuck, man, for real. You feel me? But you got bros.
What you getting?
I ain't even gonna lie to you for real. Like the blackout we just had for real. I had a chick and I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had a chick, Danielle, she took 30 of them motherfuckers right off the rip. I got Tanika, she took 25 off the rip. You dig? Like they like, yo, we gonna get it. We gonna make that thing be what it be. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, you got women bossing up, getting 4 and 5 tables. You know what I mean? Doing what they doing. You feel me? You got the fellas complaining about that motherfucking thing. You feel me? But then when they get in the party, you know what I mean? They done realize the chicks running the show, like Derek said. Now they want to get a table and all this, that, and the third. They want to wait till the party on in full swing to try to be big boys. Like, man, chill with that, man. For real. You feel me? Derek ain't lying, man. Like, listen, ladies definitely winning right now. Definitely winning,
man.
Okay.
The women is winning.
And DJ Gelly, from your standpoint, but I'm trying to figure out. I want you to tell me what kind of experiences you personally had with females at an event, if any.
Oh man, look, I need to put the block over my face for that one.
I
Nah,
mean, the
man.
DJ,
Look,
they say get a DJ some, right?
tell you something. Uh, the myth is way stories out there. I'm sure enough there are stories out there. Um, but the myth is women approaches DJs already thinking like, we hoes, we this, we that. It created a lot of trust issues. I was in a situation where a young lady I was dealing with, she caught an attitude because another female was walking up whispering in my ear, and Shorty was just making a friend request. I mean, not a friend request, a song request. It wasn't nothing major. Um, so you do have those aspects. Now, I can say now, being a lot wiser in a different place. I don't fall not as susceptible to the games as I was when I first got in the game.
Right. So is it a thing of maturity? So when you were younger in the game, were you all out? Like, yeah, the women out here, I'm the DJ, was it that kind of feel?
I mean, yeah,
I'm about to say, hey, Gully. I was about to say, yeah. I was about to say, yeah. Hey, because I was about to say, ask the promoter that. Yeah. Because back in the day, hey. So enough.
So Dirk, how was it starting off? All the women coming in with tight dresses and everything, or even leading up to the event. What was your viewpoint from that?
Man, listen, man, I just gave you the key, man. I just told you before. If the women ain't talking about it, ain't no party, man.
Right.
And that's like you asked Gully talking about when he was young, on a party.
Right.
When you got a whole lot of women in your party and they in there, everybody looking good in their party, you excited. You feel like you happy.
Right. So Skip.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt to letting females in for free for whatever reason?
Yeah.
Hey yo, listen, man, listen. Some of these questions, yo, we gonna have to start pleading the fifth on these questions, man. Sure enough, man.
Ain't no pleading the fifth. You on the fire. This nightlife fire, baby.
Man, look, man, when I first got in the game, right, I ain't even gonna tell you no lie, man. Shit, leading up to the party, man, I used to go to about 40, 50 motherfucking dates. Shit. Motherfuckers, yeah. Motherfucker want to roll with you, they want to roll with you. I ain't tripping on that shit. It's just like Dirk said, man. When you first get in it, you feel like you want to trust you, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm that guy. I mean, even 9 years later, I still feel like I'm that guy. You feel me? But I just do things different. You feel what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I lost good chicks over this party shit and all that shit. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Yeah, they definitely had you acting up a little bit. You dig?
Okay, DJ Gully, what is it about being a DJ that you enjoy the most, and gives you the feeling that I can this next event?
I didn't catch the last part of that. What was that?
That gives you that feeling that you can't wait to do your next event.
The thing about DJing is I love to DJ. So sometimes I'm sitting in my office now, and sometimes when I'm sitting here, I'll plug a speaker in, plug a sub in,
right,
and just rock out, to my own, by myself for real. When it comes to events, like I said, it's an exchange of energy. Like the the energy the energy's got to be there. There's that exchange of energy. There's a feeling. It's almost like a spiritual experience for real. Um, and
Uh-huh.
to touch on another point, that kind of goes back to making sure you know not every DJ do every event, and sometimes as DJs, you kind of know um, what event is for you and what event is not. And I think that's another thing that I've learned over the years. Is especially now that I'm kind of in a place where I can kind of pick and choose what I can choose who I want to do business with, um, uh, who I want to work with, what type of parties I want to do. Um, yeah, it's for me now at this point in my life, it's more so about I'm looking for rocking out with more diverse crowds. The I need to feel that challenge. I hate to say it, but I don't always feel challenged no as much as I used to doing parties, especially like in the clubs. It just seemed like it's the same. Is people are expecting the same formula. People want the same
Right.
thing over and over and over again. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing. Um, I'm just saying that for me, it puts me in a place where I'm no longer challenging myself. So for me, is looking to do the more diverse crowds. And to be honest with you, the money is different.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Uh, DJ Gully, I thank all y'all for joining me today. Uh, DJ Gully, we're gonna go around. DJ Gully, what's your next event coming up? So we get have people come out and support you if we can. We'll be there ourselves.
Each and every Thursday, you can catch me at Moe's. Periodically, I do guest spots on Strictly Hip Hop 88.9 WEAA. As far as my next event, I think my next big event is probably going to be New Year's Eve. I have a few events in between there, most of them private events. But my next
Okay.
big public event is probably going to be New Year's Eve.
All right. And Derek and Skip, what's your next big event? I know us three are working on something for next year. But I mean, let the people know, Derek.
Well, this spring we was thinking actually polos and pumps. We have that coming up, and then after that, of course, we know we got the Big Power and Eagle all white party this summer. Um, I don't think we got anything in between that. I think we just out partying for the part of that. I know, unless y'all got any ideas.
Skip.
Yeah, like Dirk said, we thinking of working on this polos and pumps thing. That's not etched in stone, but we still talking about that. You feel me? But as far as concrete go, that's etched in stone. Um, it's the power and ego. Three the hard way. You know what I mean? Coming this summer, 2018. You feel me? I think we're gonna take it. I think we're going. I think we're gonna take it to 1400 this time. I think we're gonna take it to
Mm,
1400. Yeah.
that's a good
Oh yeah.
number.
Oh, no, listen, numbers don't lie. We ain't never gonna lie about numbers. Never. You
Numbers
feel me?
don't lie.
Right. And
They never
once
lie.
again, I thank all three of y'all gentlemen, for joining me this afternoon, this evening. I'm sorry. And I look forward to coming out supporting each one of y'all events and still doing events with Derek and Skip. Until next time, peace. Hello again, world. Welcome to my first show of Nightlife Fire. Today, Uh,